it's here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Down at the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Nothing.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Barrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's put that team on the clock. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson going for it all. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Way beyond Bell. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
7-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Jets 7.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. From behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 44-yard.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. And the Browns first down.
54, check, watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll make it third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
To throw again is Jackson. It's caught by Herndon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
The 9-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Second and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
The tackle made.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Rashard Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Jets, 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And again, it's Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Jenkins on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 41, Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
13.
Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
27-yard.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
29 is the Mike 29. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Again, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Ashton Davis on the
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
on the carry.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right there.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On the throw.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Is good.
Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 3-yard line.
Jackson. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Gain of 15.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Williams on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. You got three down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got this one complete to Perriman. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 19 tight.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
49.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next